Good evening. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Live at 5, where every local story starts here. Here are some of today's top headlines. The U.S. Justice Department has announced that the Madison County School District has agreed to implement institutional changes to address widespread harassment of Black and multiracial students. We've got all the details on that, plus a statement from the Board of Education. We also have an update to some breaking news we brought you yesterday, and then earlier today, a truck and camper accident on northbound I-75 caused some temporary closures. All those details plus lots more right here today, live at 5. But first, we're going to go on to our WBON TV big story of the day. The U.S. Department of Justice has announced that the Madison County School District has agreed to implement institutional changes to address widespread harassment of Black and multiracial students. The investigation that was launched in October of 2021 uncovered numerous cases of race-based harassment, including derogatory racial comments and displays of the Confederate flag, which the district failed to consistently or reasonably address. The Justice Department's findings revealed that the district often did not adhere to its own anti-racial harassment policies and inadequately addressed the broader hostile environment. As a result, Black and multiracial students were deprived of equal access to educational opportunities, a violation of their constitutional right to equal protection. Assistant Attorney General Kristen Clark of the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division emphasized that racial harassment inflicts harm on young people and violates the fundamental promise of equal protection under the Constitution. The agreement reached with the school district aims to create the necessary institutional changes to ensure the safety of Black and multiracial students, to provide them with supportive educational environments. The Madison County School District, based in Richmond, fully cooperated with that investigation and will continue to work closely with the U.S. Department of Justice to implement the policy and procedures outlined in the agreement. This includes tracking and analyzing data related to racially motivated incidents. The investigation also raised concerns about racially disproportionate disciplining of Black students at some schools and inadequate record keeping and analysis of disciplinary data. As part of the settlement, the district has agreed to take all necessary and reasonable steps consistent with federal law to end racial harassment and prevent the reoccurrence. This involves retaining a consultant to revise anti-discrimination policies, creating 3 new positions to oversee the handling of racial discrimination complaints, updating tracking and response mechanisms for race-based harassment, providing training to staff on identifying, investigating, and responding to racial harassment and discriminatory discipline practices, and informing students and parents on how to report harassment and discrimination. The district also plans to update its electronic reporting system to better track and manage complaints, as well as the district's responses. WBON TV reached out to the Madison County Board of Education and received the following statement. Madison County Schools has fully cooperated with the investigation conducted by the United States Department of Justice regarding race-based harassment in our schools. The district will continue to work closely with the U.S. Department of Justice to implement policy and procedure changes outlined in the agreement, particularly those that pertain to the tracking and analyzing of data pertaining to racially motivated incidences in the district. That is an ongoing developing story, and of course we'll have more details as that become available right here on WBON TV Channel 9. Well, next we have an update to a story we first brought you yesterday. It was breaking news yesterday. Authorities have apprehended a suspect in relation to a shooting incident in Olive Hill, which resulted in the injury of a police officer on Monday afternoon. Wesley Cornell, a 31-year-old man, was arrested early this morning in Lewis County and charged with the attempted murder of a police officer. According to Kentucky State Police, the shooting occurred on Scott Street in Olive Hill. During the incident, a patrol car from the Olive Hill Police Department was targeted, causing the window to shatter, resulting in the injury to the officer. Initially, KSP stated that the officer had been shot, but later corrected their statement. The injured officer was subsequently airlifted to St. Mary's Medical Center in Huntington, West Virginia for medical treatment. Fortunately, KSP has confirmed that the officer's injuries are not life-threatening. Good news there. Well, around 12:30 today, Mount Vernon Fire Department was dispatched to a truck and camper that had hit an embankment around the 57-mile marker in the northbound I-75. The wreck resulted in a propane leak from two 30-pound propane cylinders that had been thrown from the camper during the wreck and were leaking at the valves. Crews were able to quickly mitigate the leaks on site. The only occupant of the vehicle was transported by EMS for minor injuries. The incident closed one lane of the interstate for a couple of hours while the scene was cleared. Some very bad pictures there looking at that incident. Well, there's a new collaborative beautification project at Berea Tourism and the Berea Public Works Department just in time for tourism season. Check out some of the 7 recycled and repurposed bicycles that have been placed around Chestnut Street in the Artisan Village, while baskets bearing a beautiful assortment of flowers and plants. The project was spearheaded by the Director of Business and Tourism Development, Donna Angel. Cute pictures there. Good to see that process going. Well, the Madison County Emergency Management Agency has announced that there will be outdoor warning sirens sounded near the Army Depot tomorrow. That's Wednesday, and those are going to occur between 8 a.m. and 12 noon. These sirens will begin a chemical stockpile emergency preparedness program exercise for Madison County EMA and the Bluegrass Army Depot. Madison County EMA wants to remind the public that this is only a test and that they will not signify any actual emergency. If there was a real chemical accident at Bluegrass Army Depot, Madison County residents could receive alerts from outdoor warning sirens, Alert FM receivers, Everbridge opt-in alerts, wireless emergency alerts on cell phones, radio and television alerts, Madison County EMA social media pages, or on local media partners. Well, with that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. What a beautiful day we've had here in Central Kentucky. We've got meteorologist Sam Ryan in the Weather Center with the forecast.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Roll Tribe.
Here's a message from the Richmond Fire Department. Fire moves fast. That's why you need to plan ahead to potentially save your life or someone else's. You may only have 3 minutes or less to escape once a fire starts in your home. Take these steps to help increase your survival rate. Install working smoke alarms. Close all the doors inside your home and create and practice a fire safety plan. Doing these tips can help prepare for and keep your family safe in the event of a fire.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Some beautiful sunshine out there and definitely some cool temperatures for this time of the year. Sam Ryan's in the Weather Center to let us know, are we going to stay cool? Are we going to warm up? What is in the forecast?
Thanks, Granolyn, and welcome everyone to the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. As we look outside, lots of sunshine out there, a little haze. And we'll have isolated thunderstorms rolling through again for the day here Wednesday. So we'll see those flare up in the afternoon. Real isolated to widely scattered in nature and then quickly diminishing with the setting sun. So they're feeding off a little of that daytime heating, what little we have out there. We are going to be warming up a few more degrees into the weekend. Nothing record setting or anything of that stretch. But we will see those temperatures nudge upward a little. And then finally bring in much more unsubtle weather as we head into next week. Unfortunately, that does include chances of storms we're going to have to dance around for Dad for Father's Day on Sunday. Checking out the forecast for the remainder of the overnight. We'll see those temperatures eventually fall down into the upper 50s with mainly clear skies out there. A pleasant start to our day on Wednesday, but then things get going. We get some of those popcorn storms flaring up. We have a little convergence over the area leading to that chance. And then we'll see that boundary kind of lifting up to the north where we'll start to see warmer temperatures moving in. So precipitation through Thursday at 7 p.m. Not a lot picking up on the computer models, but again, underneath some of those storms or some of those showers, could see maybe a 1/10 of an inch or so. Nothing too heavy. Not expecting severe weather here. And we'll have isolated storm threats again into the day Thursday afternoon. Less of a chance on Friday, but then another separate front moves in. See the humidity levels increasing on Sunday. Tapping into some of that humidity. We have a front moving in, and that could trigger off additional thunderstorms Sunday late and into the day on Monday. So lows will wake up in the upper 50s, 80 for a high, 57 Wednesday night. Isolated storm threat through Thursday. Better chance as we head into Father's Day Sunday and into Monday and Tuesday of next week. Granolyn, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, the Cajun Coast Search and Rescue Team from Louisiana has arrived in southern Kentucky to assist in the search for Ricky Griffiths, a missing man. The renowned search crew previously helped in the search for Savannah Spurlock in 2019. Relatives state that the last known location of Ricky Griffiths was in the Antioch area near Burnside in Pulaski County. That was around July 4th of 2022. Several days later, his car, his phone, and wallet were found in Wayne County. Ricky's mother, Alice Mabe, believes that foul play may have been involved in his disappearance, a possibility acknowledged by the Wayne County Sheriff's Office. As part of the ongoing missing persons investigation, the Sheriff's Office has conducted multiple polygraph tests on individuals. Tony Wade, a member of the Cajun Coast Search and Rescue Team, mentioned that their crew, relying primarily on donations, may also assist in searching for other missing individuals while in Kentucky while they are present. Well, yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear proclaimed June the 12th, 2023 as Women Veterans Day in the Commonwealth to recognize and honor and sacrifice of women veterans across the state. In a video posted to Governor Beshear's social media platform, he had this to say about the recognition of our veterans moving forward.
Hey, Kentucky. Today we are recognizing and honoring Women Veterans Day and the tremendous sacrifices these heroes have made. Women have served our country for generations, often without recognition. They've helped protect our freedoms and secured our future, and we as Americans should give thanks to their bravery, their sacrifice, and their commitment to our country. To our women veterans, thank you. We see you, we honor you, and we give you thanks for all you've sacrificed on our behalf. God bless you, and God bless our great country.
On June 12, 1948, the Women's Armed Services Integration Act was signed, allowing women the right to permanently serve in the regular armed forces. Now, every year moving forward, the state of Kentucky will recognize our female veterans from across the state on the anniversary of this historic event. Well, the Kentucky Blood Center is encouraging eligible individuals to donate blood on June 14th. That's World Blood Donor Day. People interested in donating can visit KentuckyBloodCenter.org to learn more and to schedule appointments. Donor centers are open Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturdays from 8 to 2. This global observance aims to raise awareness about the importance of safe blood and blood products while expressing gratitude to blood donors. Central Kentucky Blood Center has a critical need for O-negative blood donors. Half-a-day supply is all that's on hand at this point, and an urgent need for A-negative and AB-negative blood donors, a one-day supply of those. To be eligible, donors must be 17, 16 with parental consent, weigh 110 pounds, and be in overall good health. You can also donate at any of those areas at thebloodcenter.org. Well, we're going to take another quick break. We've got Dawson Rule in with sports coming up next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow. Did you know Markham & Wallace Hospital offers speech therapy for both adults and pediatrics? Why travel north when you can get the care you need right here in Irvine? Adult speech therapy focuses on the assessment and treatment of speech, language, thinking, and swallowing problems. Pediatric speech helps children communicate effectively by assisting with the improvement of their verbal and nonverbal language skills. For more info about the speech therapy department, call 606-723-8235 at Mercy Health Markham & Wallace Hospital.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Last night's Jack Burford Chevy Sports Show featured a new face and a familiar one taking over the host role. Today, Dawson Rule will bring you some of the best moments from that exciting evening of sports talk.
On Sports Today, I want to recap some of the many fun moments from the weekly Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show we do here at the station. The cast was a bit different last night, as I was the main host and friend of WBON. JT Elliott joined me, and he was great. JT and myself talked all things sports, from local summer camps, the NBA Finals, local sports, and more. We even spoke with Jerry Bingham, athletic director at Berea, and discussed so much. So let's kick back and watch some sports discussions from last night.
And JT, last week you kind of were around some of the local soccer camps, so I just want to give you the floor for a minute to talk a little bit about what you saw, what was going on, and who was involved.
So I have 2 children, and one of them absolutely loves soccer, played for MUSA, has played in the rec league. So it comes summertime, and you say, okay, son, there's 4-H camp, there's basketball camp, there's soccer camp, there's volleyball camp, there's art camp. Now, you're not doing all the, right. But which one do you want? Which one's the most important to you? Soccer camp. Okay, well, now we got to narrow down the dates, whether you're going to Model, Madison Southern, Madison Central, EKU. We got to see what dates work with the family schedule. So my son got to attend the Madison Central Youth Soccer Camp this past week for 3 days. Very well organized. I was so pleased with that as a parent that the coaches addressed the parents' questions beforehand. And those are the simple things of like, what do we do about pickup? We're going to check your child out. This is how the days are going to flow. This is when they're going to compete with each other. This is when they're passing out T-shirts and so forth. And then after the Q&A, they had the students sectioned off, so they had the players assigned to certain squads working on certain skills, and then at the end they would do a 3v3 scrimmage or however big the group would be. But I was most impressed, one, with the organization from a parent's point of view. From a child's point of view, happiness grew each day.
They had fun.
Yes, and that's rule number 1 at the camp. Yes, you're going to practice some skills, but this is camp. This should be fun. And each day, the excitement level grew and grew and grew. And my son kind of has my speed, so he's more of a defensive player with soccer. And he doesn't get the opportunity to score goals. And that last day, he scored like 3 goals.
Oh,
and he was so thrilled, so thrilled.
The Conklin Gymnasium that was built back in 2009, we've had it resurfaced, shined up. We do that basically every year, but it has not had a new paint job on it since it was built.
Okay.
So it was really in need of that. I went in there today, and they've completed the actual work, so we're just letting it kind of dry and everything now. But that's a huge deal because you can imagine from 2019 to 2023, we've got dents and scratches
and
all kinds of stuff. Our elementary classes use that for a classroom, and then it's used for athletics and choir and band and drama performances, all kinds of things. So with us being able to do that now, it will have a whole new logo on it, new paint job, bright colors and everything. So it looks really good.
I loved it last year, and our family loved it. And I will push this to the moon. The game against Pineville last year corresponded with the Spoon Bread Festival, and it was such a fun atmosphere. It was a perfect night for it. So the stars aligned in that sense, because you never know with weather. But if you can get to a Berea game this year, oh my goodness, that's the one I would go to, and I'm marking that on my calendar as soon as I get home. Can you talk a little bit about the schedule for next year, the new alignment through the KHS, AA, and so forth?
Yeah, for the high school football, we are now we were with Eminence Kentucky Country Day in Frankfort. The change in our district now is we've added Sayre. Kentucky Country Day goes out of that district, which I feel like is
very good.
It's a good fit for us. Like I told you guys off air too, there was talk about us going south to another district and all that stuff, but it kind of works out because we're comfortable and familiar with these teams. Even Sayre, we know their coaching staff and their team, along with Eminence and Frankfort. So I think it'll be a good fit, and I think it'll be a good battling district.
It was sure a fun night talking, and thanks again, JT, for being a great co-host. Today, the sports crew is headed over to Madison Central High School to watch some Summer League games and stream them out. They play South Laurel at 1:50, which should prove to be an exciting Summer League game. This will be the sports crew's first look at the Indians boys basketball team since their region semifinal loss to Frederick Douglass back in March. We're hoping to see a big win today for the Indians. That's all for sports today. Watch for a game recap tomorrow and more great local sports news, because this is Dawson Rule with the best sports coverage in Madison County.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports update. We're going to take one last break. Don't go anywhere because it is Tuesday, and I've got that Tasty Tuesday lineup coming up next.
WBON TV 9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV 9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV 9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's first TV channel, available on Spectrum Channel 712, Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Channel 9.1 over the air. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Today is Tuesday, and we've got the Tasty Tuesday rundown right here for you. It already started. Get on over there now. It's going till 8 p.m. at the Irvin McDowell Park. Live music tonight by Lauren Mink. Vendors on site will be Comite El Guito, The Wolf's Den, Bluegrass Cheesesteak Express, Aaron's Pantry, Mad Scoops, Bluegrass Local Delivery, Dreaming Creek Brewery, and of course, Chenault Vineyards. Get on over there right now. That looks like some tasty food and some good music. Well, 2 individuals were injured in an ATV crash in Laurel County Saturday, according to officials. The incident occurred near Hazel Patch Road shortly before midnight. It was reported that the 2 individuals lost control of the ATV, causing it to go over an embankment. First responders arrived at the scene and utilized a hauling rope to lift the patients back up to the road. Subsequently, they were transported by air to UK Hospital for further medical treatment. At this time, no other information has been disclosed. Thanks so much for joining us today live at 5. Have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow.